Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. It has been just over 12 months since I revamped or revitalized Scotty's garage, and it has been an amazing year. We've done some pretty cool things. We've had a lot of fun. If you'd asked me 12 months ago, Scotty, are you going to buy a car in the US and go racing? I would have went, no. I mean, who would have thought that would have happened? But it has happened, and we've just come back from doing that. And I've got to say thank you to all you guys for your support over the last 12 months. Now, being that it is our first anniversary of the revamped Scotty's Garage, I mean, this channel has been going 19 years now, but yeah, with our first anniversary, I thought let's give you guys some more content. So I'm going to start a new thing up called Scotty's Toolbox, where I'm going to review or check out a new tool every week, whether it's just something cool and interesting or something that I think you need in your workshop, or whether it's a bargain that you need to know about, and hopefully you have time to go out to the stores and grab it straight away. So this tool I've picked for the first episode kind of ticks all of those boxes, and it is this. I'll unpackage it in a sec, but I trawl tool websites kind of on my lunch breaks every day, looking for cool and interesting things. I love tools. I love buying tools. I love using tools. I think tools are just what make our hobby what it is. I mean, without the right tools, it's very hard to get the right result. And if I've learned anything over the last, say, 8 to 10 years of doing this online stuff, it is that having the right tools really ups your A game when it comes to car building. I'm not saying this cool tool is going to help you with that, but I saw this during the week and I was like, A, it's cheap. It was $39. It is on special at the moment at Sydney Tools, free plug. And I saw it and I went, you know what? I need to have one. I've got to have one. It's one of those. So let's open her up. Let's see if this knife opens. Nope. It's too tight. Anyway, we'll open her up and have a look, and I'll tell you all about it. So this comes to us from, well, I bought it, but it comes from the Crescent brand. Now, Crescent isn't a name that's been big in Australia. It's kind of popped up over the last couple of years, I've noticed. But previously it was pretty much unheard of in Australia. It's big in America though. So big, in fact, that they invented the adjustable wrench, the shifting spanner. They invented it back in the early 1900s, all right? So Crescent is a brand name that's been around for such a long time that Americans, in many cases, will call them Crescent wrenches instead of an adjustable wrench or a shifting spanner. We call it a shifter here in Australia, but in America, they use adjustable wrench. Something I learnt on my recent trip is that we have very different names for things. So sometimes it can be quite confusing when you're telling people, oh, I just need that. And they'll look at you like, I have no idea what you're talking about. But you end up working through it. So this spanner, it is a shifter or an adjustable wrench, but it also is several other tools. All right, so we've got the packet open. So just to start off with, it looks like just a shifter, a normal adjustable wrench, all right? Wind it up, open, wind it close. It's quite tight in the, like it's not tight as in hard to use. It's just well made, and wow, that's probably one of the nicest shifters I've ever used, actually. That's pretty cool. This end, it has kind of a ratchet thing for these sockets. So that's a 3/4 inch or a 19 mil, whichever you want to call it. But basically, it's a pass-through socket. So say you've got a piece of all thread and you wanted to tighten the nut down, say the thread's yay long. I don't have any sitting here in the workshop, but say you got a big long threaded bar and your nut's down here and you want to tighten that up, well, this will allow the thread to poke all the way through there and you'll be able to tighten that up I mean, it's pretty simple, pretty effective. It's reversible, so it's a reversible ratchet. So if you want to do it up, you want to undo it, works either way. And then on this end, we've got our shifter mechanism. But if you wind that all the way out, switch it around, and then slide that back in and wind it in, you've basically got a pipe wrench. That's what it's designed for, that you can turn it around, and then you got the teeth there, so if you put it on a piece of pipe, that will bite in, and you've got yourself a little pipe wrench. How cool is that? So yeah, it's kind of a 3-in-1 tool. So you got a shifter, you got a pipe wrench, or you got a pass-through socket. That is a bit tight at the moment now. I've got to wind it back out. There we go. But yeah, and like I said, for 38 bucks, it's a pretty cool addition to your toolbox. Now you can buy these sets. This set is the 11-piece set. That's important because they did make a bigger set that is an 18-piece set or something like that. And it's obviously double the price. So it was not on special, the other side, the bigger set, but this one was. So the other set's probably, you know, just as handy. It has double the amount of sockets. But I thought, what a great tool. What a great little addition to the toolbox. So it comes with 10 sockets ranging from 3/8, and they kind of got a dual sizing on this. So this one says 3/8 or 10 mil, which we obviously know are two different sizes, but there it is written on the socket. I don't know if you can see that. I hope so. 3/8 or 10 mil. Next up, 7/16 11 mil, which is pretty common. Then we've got 15 30-seconds or 12 mil, which is interesting. Then we've got 1/2 inch 13 mil, again, very common comparison. 9/16 and 14 mil, again, reasonably common. And then we've got 19 30-seconds or 15 mil. We've got 5/8 and 16 mil. 11/16 and 17 mil. 23 30-seconds or 18 mil. And then it'll be 3/4 and 19 mil. So there we have it. Like I said, on special right now, and I think for the next, maybe this week, it'll be on special. So I'm not sure when I'm dropping this video, but I will try and get it out sooner rather than later. So if we can get this out, say, Wednesday, you should still have time to get this from Sydney Tools. So there we have it, an adjustable wrench, a pipe wrench, and a pass-through socket set all in one for $39, which is nice and cheap. I'll just check the back of the packaging just to make sure I haven't missed anything, which is the adjustable wrench, easy adjustment with a large knurl, and it is a reasonably large knurl. Reduces slippage and tightly grips the bolts. Heat-treated forged alloy steel for toughness and durability. Laser etched in SAE and millimeters, which it is. It's millimeters on that side and SAE or standard on that side. With a draw capacity of 1 1/8 inch or 29 millimeter. So it goes quite large. On the pass-through sockets, it says the pass-through system works well over long threaded rod where normal ratchets and sockets won't fit. You can use an open-ended spanner on something like that, but, you know, you'd be like, take the spanner, turn it, take the spanner off, turn it, take the spanner off, turn it. Takes you ages. So having the ratchet certainly will help. Every pass-through socket replaces one standard and one deep. Universal design fits 6 different fastener types from hex, square, 12-point E-Torx, or even a partially rounded hex or a spline, and includes 10 combo sockets, as I pointed out before. The pipe wrench, using that reversible jaw, allows you to grip a pipe of up to 1 inch in diameter or down to 3/8 of an inch or 10 mil. The whole thing's coated in corrosion resistance black phosphate. So pretty cool. I think it's worth it for $39. I think it's a worthy addition to anyone's toolbox. And if you're looking for that little endorphin hit from buying yourself a new tool, certainly pop down to Sydney Tools and buy that. They are not a sponsor. I am not affiliated with them in any way, but like I said, I check out all the tool websites. So I hope you've enjoyed our little segment this week. I will try and do one of these a week. Come back and check us out next week to see what's joining Scotty's Toolbox.